Respectful.
That's what happened with Ben Murphy. Lately you've been coming.
We acknowledge that things did not go as well.
Just today you just...
Excuse me?
What's that?
Can you keep your personal opinions of what you think I'm acting
just
like?
trying to
well, then,
de-escalate the situation with you.
Well, de-escalating it would be keeping your mouth shut so I can find
Don't
this.
tell me to keep my mouth shut.
Sorry?
I
didn't tell you to.
Yes,
I said de-escalating it would be. That's a suggestion.
You said
I'm not telling you
keep
anything.
my mouth shut. So don't tell me to keep my mouth shut.
I said de-escalating things would be keeping your mouth shut. You're trying to rack me up more, so stop it.
You said de-escalating things will keep my mouth shut.
Honestly, if this was to rack you guys up, you've worked really well on the problem.
So de-escalating situation, you said de-escalate this to keep my mouth shut. So don't tell me to keep my mouth shut.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Did you hear him saying keep my mouth shut?
Okay, great.
Good morning, everybody. It's been a cold, wet, raining fucking night, but looks like sunshine at the moment. Briefly, I am heading in for day number 2. Today I'm going back to Manukau District Court, hence my favourite court jumper, to go and have my defended hearing for the bus lane ticket that they're alleging.
Not going to happen. Really? Okay. And I've got a court hearing at 10:30.
You can say it. You can remind me.
Can I just go to the side here?
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, I told one of you guys when I was here yesterday, because he says, be cool to see the jersey again. I said, it's alright, bro, I'll wear it for you tomorrow.
So you're only wearing it just to piss us off from the start something,
Pardon me?
You're only wearing it just to start something with us.
What do you mean, piss us off?
Like with the jersey, we already had
this is a nice, warm jersey.
I understand.
Yeah.
We've had the same issue before with you, when you were over there,
Yeah, and what happened to Ben Murphy?
He's moved on.
Exactly. Why?
Because you want a different job.
Because I filed a complaint from the Ministry of Justice against him for doing what he did.
Don't worry about Ben Murphy. We're here now with you.
Is Ben Murphy still working here? Or?
Nah, did he get a smack of hand?
Yeah. Naughty boy. Just trying to find the email for you.
Chris?
Yes. Which says where he's heard.
Chris Heard?
Yep. And he said that if I wish to wear my jersey to court next time to let you guys know ahead of schedule. Which is exactly what I did yesterday. To the court security guy with the curly hair I was dealing with him in courtroom 3 yesterday.
Just find out, we'll just go through, I'll look for the email.
Can you just tell me, are you going to discriminate against me coming
I'm
in?
not discriminating.
Well, right now you are, because I'm wearing my own clothes.
It's not, it's got court security officer.
No, it hasn't. It has not a court security
Still, but
officer,
still-
and it has
still got
that
the-
which was acceptable to the Ministry of Justice.
It's still got the emblem and everything on it.
Incorrect. This is acceptable to the Ministry of Justice.
We had this issue with you before.
Yeah.
So it looks like you
And
just...
was the issue resolved?
No, it wasn't.
Really?
No, it wasn't. And with you coming with it, you're just trying to pick something of us court security officer.
Really?
Even though we've done nothing wrong to you.
And I've done nothing wrong to you either, have
With
I?
the emblem, it's saying something.
Yeah, well, you're misinterpreting. Are you a lawyer?
I'm not a lawyer.
Right.
Are you a lawyer?
Have you studied law for 10 years?
Well, have you studied law for 10 years?
Yes.
Are you admitted to the bar?
What does that matter?
Are you admitted to the bar?
No,
Yes
I'm
or
not a member of the
Then
club.
you're not a lawyer.
Excuse me?
Then you're not a lawyer. Are you admitted to the bar?
I'm not a lawyer.
Okay. Then why are you asking me if I'm a lawyer?
Because you seem to be interpreting the fact that I'm wearing
But it's
this.
got the emblem on it.
Okay, and what's that?
If you take the emblem on it, then...
All right, fine. I'll find the email. You can read the email from Chris
I'll
here.
look for the email, so. Why don't you just get a different sweater? That's nice and warm. There's heaps of different sweaters.
Why don't you?
That's nice and warm. I'm not cold.
Sorry?
I'm not cold. I don't need a sweater.
So because I'm cold and I choose to wear it, you've got an
You said
issue.
it's nice and warm.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
and
extremely well made.
Why don't you get
The
a
government
different-
pays for good stuff for
Why
you
don't
guys.
why don't you get a different sweater that doesn't have the emblem on it, so we don't have to go through this issue again?
Why don't you keep your opinions to yourself and stick to your rules and guidelines instead of telling me what I should and shouldn't do?
This is me sticking to my guidelines, to my rules, because the emblem is shown on the jersey and the store. So the email?
So, the effective 11A. Respectful.
That's what happened with Ben Murphy. Lately you've
We
been coming.
acknowledge that things did not go
compliant,
as well. Yeah, I'm
everything
just
and
trying to
everything.
find it.
And just today you just...
Excuse me?
What's that?
Can you keep your personal opinions of what you think I'm
I'm
acting
just
like?
trying to
Well then,
de-escalate the situation with you.
well, de-escalating it would be
Yeah.
keeping your mouth shut so I can find
Don't tell me
this.
to keep my mouth shut.
Sorry?
Don't tell
I
me
didn't
keep
tell
my-
you to.
Yes,
I
you
said de-escalating it
Yeah.
would be. That's a
Yeah,
suggestion.
you said
I'm not telling
de-escalating
you
will keep my
anything.
mouth shut. So don't tell me to keep my
I
mouth
said
shut.
de-escalating
Yeah.
things would be keeping your mouth
No,
shut.
you said
You're trying to
de-escalating.
rack me
Look,
up
you
more,
say,
so
you
stop
said
it.
de-escalating things will keep my mouth
Honestly,
shut.
if this was to rack you
Keep my
guys
mouth
up,
shut.
you've worked really well on the
Because so de-escalating situation, you said de-escalate this to keep my mouth shut. So don't tell me to keep my mouth
I
shut.
didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Did you hear him saying keep my mouth shut?
Okay, great. The effective 11.1A. Since 2018, Court Security Act has amended specifically these conditions. 11.1A. Now, secondly, I was to public areas. I also said that recording restricting around the same. Right, I've been thinking about how to avoid this happening again, both Manukau and any other court you choose to attend. The reality is that the unique situation and not one covered by the court security training, nor is it something that can be dealt with on a one-off basis because you are likely to encounter different court security officers over the time. The best option I could think of is that if you are planning to wear your jersey to the court, you email me the day or the day beforehand, and I can pass on to the security that they know this is acceptable.
Yeah, but did you email? Did you email them, the president and us?
Does he say I have to? It's a suggestion. It's a suggestion. And this is signed by Chris Hurd, Senior Solicitor. All right?
Go up a bit
What do you want to read?
to the bit where it says acceptable, and I just want to read the rest of it.
This is his thoughts. Happening again, both Manukau and any other court you choose to attend. The reality is a unique situation covered by, nor is it something I can deal with one-on-one basis. You encounter. The point here is the best option I could think of is that if you are planning to wear the jersey to court, you email me a day or so before and I pass on. Okay, that's his best option. Doesn't mean I have to, and right here he's saying that so that they know it is acceptable.
Because it also says you're not ideal.
Not ideal,
Yeah.
no, it's not ideal for
Yeah.
me to have to email a court to say
It
I
doesn't say
want to
that.
wear a
It
jersey.
doesn't say that.
Do you want to read the whole email?
It doesn't really say that. Then.
Mate, I've got court to go to.
Well, we don't want to come in. We want to deny your entry because of that jersey. You want to make a complaint? Make a complaint.
Well, what's your name?
Francis
name?
Tangatailoa, CC. Manukau DC.
Okay.
That's it. You're going to make a big complaint.
Oh, I will be, mate. You're ridiculous the way you behave.
That's good.
Am I allowed in now?
As long as you keep that jersey off of you.
I might wear it. I might wear it inside out. Is that going to be an issue?
Outside the court? Yes, you can. Outside the court building? Yes, you can. No in here. Thank you.
Excuse me, are you a court security manager? Yep. I've just been given harassment by that gentleman in there, the Tangatailoa, or whatever his last name is. Yeah. I have a court security jersey that's been approved by the Ministry of Justice for me to wear here today. And I've even got an email supporting it, which I've just shown him, saying that the Ministry of Justice says it's acceptable for me to wear. And he's telling me he's not going to let me in for wearing it. Ben Murphy tried this back last August.
The manager, the one who's talking to the one, just That's one of the managers.
You're a court security manager. I just asked you.
I'm second in charge.
Who do I talk to in
That's
regards?
That's the manager.
Tailoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the manager.
Well, I'm going to be making a complaint against him.
Yep. Well,
What is the problem with me wearing a jersey in court?
That's our uniform.
No, it isn't. It's my jersey. I've made it my own. Pardon?
You have a logo for prosecutor logo?
No, I don't. You see the giant sign round with the line through it saying not a court security officer, auditor, and I have the email from. I'll show you the email as well.
Yeah, I know. The last time we came,
I wore it and I got accused of impersonating a court security officer, which is not correct, considering I've been through this with them beforehand. So why is that, excuse my French, but why is that trying to discriminate against me for wearing a jersey? He's accused me of wearing it to stir you guys up. Okay? It's not. And if I'm wearing it to stir him up, well done. Didn't he just get stirred up?
Are you here for court today?
Yeah, I am. I've got a court hearing at 10:30. Room 19. Can you point me to room 19?
19 is upstairs.
Okay.
Upstairs. It's right in term line. It's going to be up here.
All right. I'll go up there.
So what my recommendation is just keep your t-shirt.
I don't believe I should have to cover a jersey of my own that I've made my own, that's been approved by the Ministry of Justice to come into this court building. I've worn it in many different courts around Auckland and Hamilton. I've not had any issues. It's just here because they've got issues thinking I'm trying to run you guys up. You might admit government spares no expense on uniforms. These are damn nice jerseys. A friend of mine found it in the tip 3 years ago and gave it to me. I made it my own after talking to the Ministry of Justice about whether I'm allowed to wear it and not breaching the Flags and Emblems Act. That twat wants to come ahead and start discriminating against me, he'll get a harassment charge against him, because that's now 3 times I've been harassed for wearing my own clothing. That's disgusting.
That's your right.
Yeah, well, I want his name written down in details before I leave here today, just getting a complaint against him. And how dare he? I will be filing a civil suit against him for harassment and for discrimination, because he has discriminated against my right to enter this court.
Did he give you his name?
It's obviously, he said Takpari. I'm sorry, I'm not very good with politician names or pronouncing them. I want it written down so I have a record of that, or I'm going to be taking a photograph of it, which isn't illegally. Photographs in a public place in a courtroom is not illegal.
Yeah.
Got the Ministry of Justice email on that one too.
See, the guy here, the manager is doing. That's the manager. He's the one they talk to.
Well, he's not managing things well, is he? If he wants to tell me, he wants to sit there and wrap me up while I'm trying to find an email giving me his opinion, and I told him, if you don't want to get stirred up, my suggestion is that stop talking, shut your mouth, and I can talk. And he's saying, I told him to shut his mouth. I suggested that he did. I didn't tell him to. All right, so if I'll deal with this with Chris Hurd later, but he said Chris Hurd said it's not ideal,
Okay,
but to let you guys know that it's acceptable, I'm allowed
Here
to
for
wear it.
the hearing.
Yeah,
Okay. Let's leave it as it is.
yeah.
Go to do a hearing. Once you finish your hearing,
All right, well, I'll do my hearing, and then I'll come in. I'm not leaving here until this gets sorted today. Is there anyone in there I can complain to about the court security manager?
That's the one who's
So who's higher up than the court security manager here to complain about?
That's the manager. That's the manager.
Okay, so who do I complain to about the manager here?
That's him. Oh, that's the one.
So he gets
He's
final
the
call,
manager.
does he?
Yeah, he's the manager. He's the one to run.
So there's no superior to him here. Thank you. Nothing against you, by the way. I appreciate your attitude. Thank you.
I don't actually. So next name.
Your name?
Francis.
Francis what?
Look.
Have you got a card?
Yeah, card name.
Francis what?
Clearly it was a misunderstanding. I just went and got the information about it. Apologies for that. Apologies for
So I'm not wearing this just to rat you guys up now?
You can wear it. I just wanted to read email and then contact other people as well. So now I've got a clear understanding of.
So the email from the Ministry of Justice saying it's acceptable wasn't enough for you. You still wanted to try and swing things around.
Look, understand. Look, I'm here to apologise.
Mate, I come here to deal with hearings, not with you guys and your attitudes, because I'm wearing a suit and shop.
We're not having any attitude. We're doing our jobs.
You approached me with the attitude that
I wasn't approaching
was
with
doing.
attitude.
Yes,
I
you
wasn't
did,
approaching
mate.
with attitude.
Yes, you did.
You can make the complaint if you want. Up to you.
Mate, you're getting a complaint. You might get a civil suit against you for discrimination as well.
I'm not discriminating.
Yes, you did.
No, I'm not
Sorry, you weren't going to let me in here because I'm wearing a jumper.
Look,
You're ridiculous.
that's what I'm trying to say. It was a
Mate,
clear
I have no wish
It was
to
a
talk
clear
to you
misunderstanding.
anymore. Yeah, misunderstanding on
It was
your
a
part, not on mine.
Yeah.
I've covered my backside.
There's no need to get angry about it or wrapped up about it.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the one that caused this, buddy, not me.
Because
I
like
walked in here calm and nice and
like I said, there was a clear misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And
On you, on your part.
By my part. I take responsibility for that.
Yeah,
If
well,
next
you'll
time-
be held accountable for
Yeah,
it.
well, good, make the complaint. It'll come through, then we'll go from there. But
Make
the
a
next time,
complaint, I'll make a civil suit against
like you said on the email, contact us or contact Chris Royd and let him know that you'll be coming in off that.
Oh, no,
Yeah?
no, that's not ideal for me. I don't have to email anyone to say.
Yeah, you don't have to,
Yeah.
but with the courtesy of being conscious, we do get new people.
No, I was courteous. I was courteous yesterday when I told them I was being in here and I
You
would be
never
wearing
aware
it
about it.
today. I'm back tomorrow. I want a jersey for you. Just for you.
Do me a favour, wear the jersey for him.
So obviously it's not another thing. Cool. Not my problem. You guys don't communicate amongst yourselves.
Like I said, there was a clear misunderstanding.
Yep.
Apologies from my side.
Apologies not accepted, mate. The way you behaved just then was ridiculous.
I'll be waiting for that complaint anyways. Have a good day.
I was.
They don't understand they work for a corporation, eh?
Oh, yeah.
They don't understand that. They don't.
Mate, because I'm wearing this jersey.
It's a corporation.
Yeah. He wouldn't let me in here because I'm wearing this. Told them yes. I've got a fucking email from the senior solicitor and Minister of Justice saying this is allowed to be worn because I've made the alterations. If I didn't have a Ghostbuster sign saying I'm not a court security officer, and because they kicked me out here.
You see it writing.
Yeah, I know. I said, can't you fucking read? He's starting to try and interpret the law to me. It's mate, I've studied law for 10 years. Good fucking